Good evening, and welcome to Whispered Dreams. Tonight, we're going to be hearing about Alex and his loyal dog, Nobel, as they rediscover their sense of freedom, their sense of calm, and their sense of happiness. Welcome along to our new subscribers. We appreciate having you here, and if you enjoyed the story, you know what to do. Enjoy. Whispers of the Wild, a journey through nature's beauty. Alex had always felt a deep connection to nature, a bond that seemed to call out to him in his dreams and waking thoughts. Growing up in the city, the hustle and bustle of urban life often drowned out the subtle whispers of the natural world. However, the longing never faded. It was this yearning that led him to decide one bright summer morning to embark on a journey to rediscover the peace and beauty of nature that he had always cherished. Alex was in his mid-20s. He had a lean build and an air of quiet determination. He worked as a graphic designer, a job that kept him indoors more than he liked. His days were filled with the hum of machines and the glow of screens, but his heart was always somewhere else. Among the trees, by the lakes, under the open sky. His friends often joked about his nature obsession, but Alex knew it was more than just a hobby. It was a part of him. Nobel, his loyal dog, was his constant companion. A beautiful golden retriever with a coat as golden as the summer sun and eyes that sparkled with intelligence and warmth. Nobel shared Alex's love for the outdoors. The two were inseparable, having shared countless hikes, camping trips, and quiet moments under the stars. One evening, as Alex sat on his apartment's balcony, looking out over the city lights, he felt a sudden, overwhelming urge to leave. To pack his bags, grab Nobel's leash, and just go. The idea had been simmering for months, ever since he had read a book about the healing power of nature. The book described the profound peace that could be found in the wild, away from the noise and stress of modern life. Alex felt that peace calling to him now, louder than ever. The decision was made. He took a break from work to reconnect with the world outside the city. He spent the next few days planning his route, gathering supplies, and informing his friends and family. Most were supportive, some were a little skeptical, but all knew that when Alex set his mind to something, there was no stopping him. On the morning of his departure, the city was already buzzing with activity. Alex felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as he loaded his backpack into his old but reliable SUV. Nobel hopped onto the passenger seat, her tail wagging furiously. She seemed to sense the adventure ahead, her excitement mirroring Alex's own. As they drove out of the city, the concrete jungle gradually gave way to rolling hills and open fields. The air seemed fresher, the sky wider. Alex felt the tension of city life begin to melt away and be replaced by a growing sense of anticipation. Their first destination was a lush meadow known for its vibrant wildflowers and peaceful river. It was the perfect place to start their journey, a gentle introduction to the beauty that lay ahead. The sun was just beginning to rise, casting a golden glow over the meadow as Alex and Nobel arrived. The air was crisp and cool, filled with a sweet scent of blooming flowers. Alex parked and took a moment to take in the scenery. The meadow stretched out before him, a sea of green dotted with bursts of color from the wildflowers. The gentle sound of the river flowing nearby added a soothing background melody. Alex grabbed his backpack and Nobel's leash, and they set off into the meadow. Nobel bounded ahead, her enthusiasm infectious. Alex smiled, feeling a sense of freedom he hadn't experienced in a long time. As they walked, he took in the details of their surroundings, the delicate petals of the flowers, the intricate pattern on the leaves, the way the sunlight filtered through the trees at the edge of the meadow. After a while, they came to a spot where the river widened, creating a small but tranquil pool. Alex decided this was the perfect place to set up camp. He pitched his tent on a patch of soft grass with a clear view of the river. Nobel, ever curious, explored the area, occasionally stopping to sniff at something interesting. With the camp set up, Alex sat by the river, dipping his fingers into the cool water. He watched as small fish darted about, their silvery little bodies flashing in the sunlight. Nobel lay beside him, her head resting on her paws, eyes half closed, feeling very content. The day passed in a pleasant haze of relaxation. Alex spent hours simply observing the beauty around him. He watched as a pair of deer cautiously approached the riverbank and took a drink. Their graceful movements were almost otherworldly. He listened to the chorus of birdsong, each note a testament to the vibrant life that thrived in this meadow. As evening approached, Alex built a small fire and prepared a simple meal. The sky turned shades of pink and orange. They were reflecting on the river's surface. It was a breathtaking sight, one that filled Alex with a deep sense of peace. He felt as though he were part of something much larger, a vast, interconnected web of life. That night, as he lay in his tent With Nobel curled up beside him, Alex thought about the journey ahead. He felt renewed, a desire to experience more of the world's natural beauty. The meadow had been a perfect start, a gentle reminder of why he had embarked on this journey. With that thought in mind, he drifted off to sleep, the sounds of nature lulling him into a deep, restful slumber. The next morning, Alex and Nobel were up with the sun. After a quick breakfast, they packed up their camp and set off towards their next destination. It was a serene lake nestled in the heart of a dense forest. The drive was peaceful, with the road winding through picturesque landscapes. As they approached the forest, the trees grew taller and the air cooler. The sunlight filtered through the canopy, creating a dappled pattern on the forest floor. Alex felt a sense of awe as he navigated the narrow road, surrounded by the towering pines and ancient oaks. Nobel seemed equally captivated, her nose pressed against the window as she took in new scents. They reached the lake by midday. It was a sight to behold, crystal clear waters reflecting the sky. The lake was encircled by a mix of evergreens and native trees, their leaves rustling gently in the breeze. The air was filled with the scent of pine and the soft, calming sounds of nature. Alex found a spot to park and unloaded their gear. He set up camp on a grassy knoll overlooking the lake. It was the perfect vantage point to enjoy the view. Nobel wasted no time exploring, her tail wagging with excitement. Once camp was set, Alex decided to take a swim. The water was cool and refreshing, a welcome reprieve to the warm sun. He swam out to the middle of the lake, floating on his back and looking up at the sky. The clouds drifted lazily, and Alex felt a profound sense of peace wash over him. It was as if time had slowed down, allowing him to fully immerse himself in the beauty of the moment. After his swim, Alex lay on the shore, letting the sun dry his skin. Nobel joined him, shaking off droplets of water and settling down beside him. They spent the afternoon in quiet companionship, enjoying the peacefulness of the lake. As the sun began to set, Alex lit a fire and prepared dinner. The sky turned brilliant shades of red and purple, the colors reflected in the still waters of the lake. Alex felt a deep sense of gratitude for his experience, for the chance to reconnect with nature in such a profound way. That night, the stars were particularly bright. Alex lay outside, staring up at the night sky. The Milky Way stretched across the heavens, a river of light in the darkness. Nobel lay beside him, her head resting on his chest. Alex felt real contentment, knowing that this journey was just beginning. The next morning, Alex and Nobel packed up and continued their journey. Their next destination was a forest known for its mystical beauty. The drive was short, and soon they were surrounded by the towering trees of the forest. The forest was a place of magic, with sunlight filtering through the dense canopy and creating a mystical atmosphere. The air was cool. It was filled with the scent of pine and earth. Alex felt a sense of wonder as they walked along the narrow path, the sounds of the forest immersing them into their surrounding. They came across a small clearing where the sunlight shone brightly, illuminating a carpet of moss and wildflowers. Alex decided this was the perfect place to set up camp. He pitched his tent and sat down to take in the atmosphere. Nobel explored the area, her nose to the ground as she sniffed out every new scent. As they ventured deeper into the forest, Alex marveled at the diversity of life. They saw squirrels darting up trees, rabbits hopping through the underbush, and birds gliding from branch to branch. The forest was alive with activity, a testament to the thriving ecosystem. They came across a small stream, its clear waters bubbling over smooth stones. Alex and Nobel followed the stream, enjoying the soothing sound of the water. They eventually reached a larger clearing, where the stream formed a small pond. The water was crystal clear, reflecting the surrounding trees and the blue sky above. Alex and Nobel spent the day exploring the trees, taking in the sights and sounds. They found a grove of ancient trees, their trunks thick and gnarled with age. The grove had a serene, almost sacred feel to it, as if it were a place of great wisdom and temperance. As evening approached, they returned to the camp. Alex built a fire and cooked a simple meal, the flames casting a warm glow in the fading light. The forest came alive with sounds of night, crickets chirping, owls hooting, and the rustle of trees in the breeze. That night, Alex lay in his tent, listening to the symphony of the forest. He felt a deep sense of harmony, knowing that he was part of something larger. The forest was a place of beauty and wonder, a reminder of the incredible diversity and resilience of nature. As the next morning awakened, Alex and Nobel set off towards the mountains. The road became steeper and more rugged, the landscape changing as they ascended. The air grew cooler, the vegetation sparser. It was replaced by rocky outcrops and alpine meadows. They reached a trailhead and parked their vehicle. Alex loaded his backpack, and they began their hike up the mountain. The trail was challenging, but the views were worth it. As they climbed higher, they could see the vast expanse of the forest below, the trees stretching out like a green ocean. The path wound through rocky terrain, with patches of wildflowers adding bursts of color. Alex marveled at the resilience of these plants, thriving in such harsh conditions. Nobel bounded ahead, her energy seemingly boundless. After a few hours of hiking, they came across a hidden waterfall. The water cascaded down the rocks, creating a mist that cooled the air. Alex stood in awe, taking in the beauty of the scene. He felt a deep sense of appreciation for the opportunity to witness such natural splendor. They took a break by the waterfall, enjoying the cool water and the tranquil surroundings. Alex felt a sense of renewal, the challenges of the hike melting away in the face of this wonderful beauty. He watched as Nobel played in the water. Her joy was absolutely infectious. As they continued their ascent, the landscape became more rugged. The air was thin, and Alex had to take more breaks to catch his breath. But the views were breathtaking. From their vantage point, they could see the entire valley below, a patchwork of forests, meadows, and streams. They reached the summit by late afternoon. The view was nothing short of spectacular. The mountains stretched out in all directions, their peaks touching the sky. Alex felt a sense of accomplishment, knowing that he had reached the top through determination and perseverance. They set up camp on the summit, enjoying their panoramic views. The sunset was a dazzling display of colors, painting the sky in pink, orange, and purple. Alex felt a deep sense of peace, knowing that this journey was bringing him closer to the natural world. That night, the stars were brighter than ever. Alex lay outside his tent, gazing up at the night sky. The Milky Way was a river of light, a reminder of the vastness of the universe. That night, the stars were brighter than ever. Alex lay outside his tent, gazing up at the night sky. The Milky Way was a river of light, a reminder of the vastness of the universe and the potential beauty that it holds. The next morning, Alex and Nobel began to descend the mountain. The path was easier going down, and they made good time. By late afternoon, they reached a vast meadow, their final destination, before heading back home. The meadow was a sea of green, dotted with wildflowers and framed by distant mountains. The air was filled with the scent of grass and flowers and the sounds of insects and birds. Alex felt a sense of calmness as they walked through the meadow, the soft grass cushioning their steps. As night fell, the meadow transformed into a magical place. The sky was a deep blue, and the stars began to appear one by one. Alex set up camp in the middle of the meadow with a clear view of the night sky. Nobel lay beside him, her eyes reflecting the starlight. Alex lay on his back, gazing up at the stars. The sky was a tapestry of light, with the Milky Way stretching across it like a river. The meadow was a place of beauty and wonder, a reminder of the incredible vastness and mystery of the universe. As Alex closed his eyes, he felt true peace under the light of the stars. That night, Alex reflected on his journey. He thought about the places he had visited, the beauty he had witnessed, and the sense of connection he felt with the natural world. He knew that this journey had changed him, deepening his view for the world around him. As he drifted off to sleep, the sounds of the meadow lulled him into a deep, restful slumber. He felt a sense of fulfillment, knowing that he had experienced something truly special. The journey had been a reminder of the beauty and the serenity that could be found in nature, a reminder of the peace that came from reconnecting with the world outside the city. The following morning, Alex and Nobel woke up to the gentle light of the dawn. The meadow was bathed in a soft, golden glow, the dew on the grass sparkling like diamonds. Alex felt a deep sense of composure as he packed their camp, knowing that his journey had been a once-in-a-lifetime experience. As they made their way back to the vehicle, Alex took one last look at the meadow. He felt sadness at leaving, but also a sense of fulfillment. The journey had been everything he had hoped for and more, a chance to reconnect with nature and find peace in its beauty. The drive back to the city was bittersweet. Alex knew that he would miss the tranquility and beauty of the places he had visited, but he also felt a renewed sense of purpose. He wanted to share his experiences with others, to inspire them to reconnect with nature and find the same sense of peace and fulfillment that he had found. They arrived back in the city. Alex felt calm like he had never felt before. The noise and the hustle and the bustle of urban life no longer seemed overwhelming. He knew that he could carry the peace and the beauty of nature with him, no matter where he was. Alex shared his journey with friends and family. He showed them photos and told them stories of the places he had visited. He encouraged them to take their own journeys, to find their own places of beauty and happiness. Alex continued to work as a graphic designer, but he made sure to take regular breaks to reconnect with nature. he took Nobel on hikes and camping trips, always looking for new places to explore. The journey had been a reminder of the incredible beauty that could be found in nature, a reminder of the peace that came from reconnecting with the world outside the city. Alex knew that he would carry that sense of peace with him wherever he went, and he knew that he would continue to seek out the beauty of the natural world, always finding new places to explore and new wonders to discover. May your dreams take flight, your sleep be all night, and your rest an absolute delight. Good night.